Greetings! This time I'm here to make applesauce muffins. This is kind of my go-to muffin recipe. So yeah, here we go. Applesauce muffins. I've made these 1,000 times, so I'm not really going to measure anything. Okay, I'll be right back.
All right, let's roll. This is a cup of butter. I had it sitting out on the counter, but it didn't, well, basically it's not warm enough in here for it to properly soften, so I just stuck it in the microwave for a few seconds. And oddly enough, despite the number of times I've made these, I do still have to look at the recipe. Okay, 1.5 cups of brown sugar. If you're keeping track for not making 24, this would be, ooh, my brown sugar is quite hard. That's not good. Okay. This might be a bit of a challenge. I need to put a new thing of bread in my brown sugar. Oh no. I switched the container I've got the brown sugar in it. I don't think that it seals as well. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, it's not as rock hard as I thought. Okay, brown sugar. As I think I've said before, butter and brown sugar is the best combination in the world, besides maybe potatoes and cheese. Butter and brown sugar is one of the best things. So a little caveat before I really get going, these won't rise. I've made them, I don't even know how many times I've been making these muffins for like decades, and they never rise. My mom got the recipe from my Auntie Margaret, and she thinks that she did that thing where you change the recipe so the other person's aren't as good as yours. So yeah, whatever she did, because apparently when she makes them they rise, but when we make them they do not. So I don't know what she did to change it, but here we are. I know they won't rise, but they'll still taste good. So, oh god, brown sugar issues. I'm making a double batch because my parents are going to be staying here in a little bit while I go away for a couple days. I'm going to have something to eat besides ordering out, because I think if I'm going to cook for them, we'll bake for people. I will not cook for people. Also coming up next will probably be brownies, because we planned ahead by 4 weeks for a potluck with the crew of people I work with over 4 weeks. So, oh god, I'm tired from mixing in clumpy brown sugar. I don't know if you can see the clumps, but I can see them. I think I've got most of them. I'm okay with a couple clumps. It's not real. Nothing's ever perfect. Anyway, I've got a good recipe for brownies that I found in a magazine. And they're a little bit different because they've got like ginger and cinnamon in them, which is a good time. So hopefully the people at work will like them. The other times I've brought it to work, it's been a hit. So I just have to use some butter and brown sugar. Okay, hand wash break. Oh, who would have known that I'd be out of breath from that? Okay, so normal recipe calls for 1 egg. This is 4 egg whites because I save my egg yolks to make Bella's food. And I just assume that 2 egg whites is the equivalent of 1 egg. I think it's a little bit more, but whatever. It'll work well enough. Yeah, I've tried altering this so many different ways to see if I can get them to rise, but it just doesn't ever happen, so I gave up trying. Okay, 2 cups of flour. Oh, actually, I'm going to put in the salt first. Okay, half a teaspoon of salt. That's enough. Mix. Eventually I'll get to the best thing about these. So there's one thing that makes them the best. Okay, that's half the flour. Mixy, mixy, mixy. It's an easy one. I like easy recipes. Yeah, I'm surprised I don't have this one memorized because yeah, I've made it a lot of times. Okay. I didn't open my applesauce yet. I made this applesauce. I don't know how long ago I made it, so trust it. Okay. 3/4 of a cup for the regular recipe. 1.5 doubling it. It's the only thing I'm actually measuring properly. Pretty sure it's the whole can. Okay. It is a little bit brown from sitting, but it's fine. Yeah, it's the whole jar, I think. I'm just gonna use the whole jar. Note to self, these are 1.5 cups. I should have made more applesauce this year. One year I went way overboard canning. So much applesauce, crab applesauce, crab apple jelly, jam, and then I never did it again. So you know how it goes. Okay, mix, mix, mix. And you can't put nuts in this. I'm not going to this time because my walnuts are not chopped and they're in the freezer, and that just seems like a little bit too much work today. So no nuts. I also have to make false food today, which seems like a lot of stuff to do in one day, but here we are. Okay, first of the flour. I'm wiping my hands off on my pan. Okay, 1 more cup of flour. And where's my baking soda and stuff here? Okay, now this is what I've tried the most to alter without success. It's a teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Well, that's probably a little more than 2, but that's fine. It's not going to rise whatever I do. Okay. Mix, mix, mix. And then soon we'll get to the main event. Okay. Now I want 1 cup of rolled oats, I think. 2 cups. I'm gonna be crashing around. I think this is 1/3 of a cup. The measuring note kind of got. Was that 2 or 3? I think that was 2. 4, 5. Maybe I'll just do 5 because I don't know if I did 5 or 6. We'll see when we mix. And because they have rolled oats in them, you can tell yourself that they're healthy, right? They're good because they're not too sweet. I don't really like things that are too sweet. Okay, I think I do need another 1/3 of a cup. Wasn't quite 1/3. These are the quick oats. At one point in my life, I was trying to switch over to steel cut oats, and it's just a pain in the ass. Give me the quick oats every day, thanks. Okay, another hand wash break. And now for the most important thing, chocolate chips. Yeah. I've got another applesauce muffin recipe that does not have chocolate chips, but does have like cinnamon and stuff, which you kind of want one or the other. Even though I like my brownie recipe with spices, I've tried and I do not like this with spices in it. It just doesn't quite work. Okay. Mix. That was a cup of chocolate chips, in case you're interested. Gives a good enough chocolate chip ratio. Okay, now I'm gonna get my pans ready and be back shortly. All right, muffin tins greased and ready to go. These are little silicone liners, whoops, that I use just to make my life easier because, yeah, then I don't need to wash the muffin pan as well, because washing muffin pans is a pain in the ass. So this is my solution, but I don't quite have enough for 24. I've only got 15, which sounds like a very odd number, but it's because I may have like 80 that I only use for cat food. It's a convenient portion size for my little dingus. Yeah, so those ones are reserved for cat food only. It leaves me only 15 for baking, which is fine because most recipes only make 12 muffins. And you know, typically I don't need to make more than 12 muffins just for myself, but sometimes you just want to double it. And these freeze very well, so even if you make more than you're going to eat in a week, it's fine, you can just stick them in the freezer. And yeah, I don't bother with the whole like fill 3/4 full. See, like they look like they're gonna rise because they're pretty puffy from the baking soda and stuff, but nope, they won't rise. They will come out of the oven the same height that they are now. Okay, 2. In case you're wondering, the silicone baking cups hold about a 1/4 cup. Just a random factoid for you there. Honestly, I can eat a double recipe of these, a double batch of these, but I shouldn't. I can, but I shouldn't. I don't feel as terribly unhealthy as a lot of muffins. They're not cupcakes in disguise, is what I'm saying. But chocolate chips. The chocolate chips are a must. And they're easy. Easy is where it's at. That one had a lot of chocolate chips in it. Okay, need to fill these a little bit more. A little low. High. Oh, there was like, don't overmix muffins. I'm like, yeah, you can't tell me what to do. Leave me alone. Okay. And I shouldn't put both of these in the oven at the same time because they won't cook evenly, but I don't care. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Is there one that needs a little more? This one maybe? I hope you can't hear my fridge. It's kind of like Claude's last legs. Okay. Now I'm going to bake these for 20 to 25 minutes at 350, and then I'll be back. And here they are all finished. Pull one out, let them cool a little bit. I probably could have cooked them a little bit longer, but they're really good. They stay very moist. Yeah. Good. I was about to say cookies. Muffins. Good times. That was fun. No, I'm not gonna eat on camera, so it's a little bit weird. All right, that's that. I recommend that you try making them. Farewell. And here they are all finished. Pull one out, let them cool a little bit. I probably could have cooked them a little bit longer, but they're really good. They stay very moist. Yeah, good. I was about to say cookies. Muffins. Good times. Um, that was fun. No, I'm not gonna eat on camera, so it's a little bit weird. All right, that's that. I recommend that you try making them. Farewell.